you guys, this should be an interesting session. You guys are sitting around in the embassy, in the Australian embassy. They're mucking about. Everybody knows exactly where they're at. Drinks, food, and stuff's at hand. Those of you who don't know, it looks like something bad happened to Holmes, because he was this Obed dude, and now he's like kind of found the median between ugly ass Obed and tall, lanky, hawk-nosed Sherlock Holmes. It looks like somebody took candles of each of them and said, yeah, and then melted them a bit. And they're like, ah, and you're like, ah. So, yeah, it's a little bracing.
Is it like donor rejection? What's going on there?
Contagious, is it?
A struggle of residual self-images, I think.
Oh.
So your image will become dominant shortly? Is that what we're expecting?
I don't know. I don't know if this is what it's at, due to me having been in this body for a month or two now, or if it will keep slowly evolving into me.
Is there any bits of Obed psyche still pressing against you?
Besides knowledge of some skills and occasional habits, nothing comes to mind.
So we can always try and use some head shrinking to make his personality more recessive, if needed.
Mm-hmm.
It's a psychology thing.
Head shrinking. I'm giving him a card for using that term. We can shrink your head a bit. That'll be fun. Corey, see what you can do with your camera, because you're kind of like in one corner of it.
All right, hang on.
Well, you can move your camera. I don't mind.
Okay.
Logan's such a fussy fuck.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, I just tell him, "Fuck you." Are we doing a prestige module today?
Maybe.
Depends if I push one of you on a pattern or something. Say, here, walk it, fuck it.
I understand wrestling fell into that.
Yeah, well, we dragged him along into a situation where things didn't go quite the way we wanted it to go, so it was the only way out for him.
Oh, so you guys heard about the hostages in post-apocalyptic, or no?
Yeah, those were the
heavy tromping coming toward the door.
That was the crew that we were supposed to get for helping out that chick, right? Alien Apocalypse.
Rhino-headed guard looks in.
Can I help you?
You're not Joshua McKay, he says, looking at the three of you. He goes, all right, closes the door. You hear him tromping off.
All right.
Apparently they don't recognize you anymore.
No, I had that.
That might be
problem
beneficial, though, in some cases.
Yeah, but then when I want to get access to funds and stuff like that, it's not so beneficial.
Have you looked for a different body, like yours?
No.
Didn't that one doctor steal your blood, probably to clone you or something?
Yeah, well, that potentially, but that in itself would be a bit frustrating to go and deal with.
I was thinking maybe he has a couple bodies laying around.
He could have.
I just like the offhand way he says, as a professional psychologist, I believe he may have several clones of you laying about. Perhaps you could collect one of those and be happy.
You're happy.
That's a great psychologist.
The only problem is he's the ruler of San Francisco when it's full of monsters.
Not seeing the problem here.
But yes,
you probably blend right in. What kind of monster are you? Well,
Yes. But yes, Buckethead Tim's followers in
They're
post-apocalyptic?
taken care of.
Oh, they've taken care of. Oh, you guys dealt with it last night?
Yeah, I brought them all the MMO.
Okay, beautiful. I was curious if that might be the way to go with them. So you and Freddie or somebody rescued them?
Yeah.
Did you go
Me,
with
Freddie,
the flying
and some other dude. I don't remember his name. The Rock or something. I don't know. He was rather boisterous.
Oh, the Rocket's made a reappearance, has he?
Yeah. So yeah, that we went and killed a bunch of them, and then I pulled everybody in the pickup truck to the old base that they had, and then took a couple weeks, but I got everybody trumped back to MMO.
As in you shadow walked him back? Or trumped him?
No, I trump gated them back.
Oh, cool. Have the twins returned to the embassy, or are they still in MMO land?
I think they're still on holiday.
Okay.
We tried looking for them a couple times ago, but we weren't able to track them down very well. We did find the librarians, though, and then they told us about the painting to the library, which was totally destroyed. So we, Wrestling Rad and I, and this female, I can't remember her name. She
Mildred.
No, it wasn't her. No.
Okay.
Anyway, we set up a warehouse and a professional art restoration person in the warehouse to restore the painting. So that's underway in Gothic right now.
Okay, that's in Gothic. So. Okay.
The librarians are providing security for the warehouse. It is in the warehouse district, which isn't the safest, but it's also not very high crime either, I guess, as far as I can tell. So it was the best option, I think. But it's all paid for. It's going to take roughly about 6 months, is what he said. So
okay, so hopefully the flaming...
He's staying at the warehouse. So.
Hopefully the invasion there hasn't hit the warehouse.
It hasn't. It hasn't. Last time we were there, everybody was much happier. They had just the military had just taken over, so there was kind of some martial law things going on, but nobody seemed to care too much.
Was that before or after the flaming skulls turned up?
After, I believe, right?
Because
I had heard about the undead invasion prior to us going there, so.
Okay. Yeah. I wasn't. Yeah. I'm just trying to work out. It gets a bit wibbly wobbly time-wise.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No. So anyway, so that's underway, and that should be good because the guy doing it is very good.
Okay. And Hunt wants to speak to myself and apparently you, Doc.
Okay.
In Gothic. So I don't know if you've had dealings with him before.
A while ago, I believe we did. We both did, I thought. But it was a long time ago.
Yeah, I thought it was. Oh, hang on a minute. Was it 4 of us that did that? I thought it was Alex and Mildred that we helped him out with his sister and his father.
Yeah, I don't recall that, but I do recall some other stuff that happened with... I don't know. It was a while ago.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be good for you.
Yes. Apparently, there's a large ISO truck invasion happening in Genovia. So Westmead's dealing with it, as in where Melwix is.
Okay.
So those insects, apparently large invasion happening at the moment, according to MMO sources. They're spies in that land.
Genovia. I'm not sure I've been to that one yet.
Yeah. well, Melwick's got invaded, so we were avoiding it a bit, and some of us, mainly Alex was wanted due to knocking up the princess and
Chris.
stopping a political marriage, which led to a large, huge clusterfuck.
Mm-hmm. Chris, I'll give you a card if you can name the thing that happened yesterday that would have irritated Holmes mightily. The reveal. Not by me. Give up? I'm just telling you, don't get a card then. Right. The Rock revealed that he had not one, not two, but many tarot cards.
Oh.
This irritates Holmes because he's been working very hard on collecting these bitches.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if Rock had given his to Glenn and Dana, but obviously not.
Yes, he will have to be tracked down by somebody. But at the rapidity at which players get them, the easiest way is just go find some poor new bastard and make him play at least once, take him on a world tour, demand the cards from him, and you're good, right?
Yeah. Well, as an aside, it's good that Russ managed to get in a session.
I was very pleased about that as well.
Anyway.
Corey's muting himself for some reason.
He doesn't like you.
Oh.
I don't like you either.
I didn't think you all wanted to hear me chew on cereal, so.
Have you seen what I do on camera?
Just,
I mean, I do everything except masturbate and take a shit on camera, really.
And yet, he's concerned that your camera is not perfectly centered on you.
I know.
Yes. Yes, I wanted more centered. There you go.
Fuck you.
Did you guys decide what you want to do?
I feel sorry for the listening audience who's like, what's going on? What's going on? Because I'm not going to think to edit this out. Pretty much I'm back to the same form of editing as last time when we were just doing a podcast. Edit out the silences. Everything else stays.
All right.
Okay.
So, Corey, try not to give away your banking details again because I'm not going to go look for that shit. Anyway, so.
You did remove that for Matt, though, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then I yelled at him about it for a while. Well, not yelled. Disgusted loudly. Not loudly. Just disgusted. Yeah.
You motherfucker!
I'm just not that excitable of individuals, so.
All right. So besides, all right, so you fixed that situation up. Was there anything else you've dealt with recently, Doc?
No. The ice torques got buried out in the desert or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Those Doras that we let stay at the embassy have been wandering around, causing a ruckus here and there.
Oh, have they? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think they don't seem like they're awful, but they were in MMO shooting rifles.
Really? And did they attract MIBs?
Don't know. Like it was like something that we heard about, but I did not witness.
Okay, so I wonder how they got to MMO from Beastkin.
I know that some of those ice tours got stolen when we went to MMO.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how many. Then the guards lost whoever stole them, so they were completely incompetent, I guess. There's that.
Yeah, the lack of security on our residents there.
We did tell the guy in charge, Darius or something like that.
Yeah.
That they were potentially self-harming, so that they didn't, like, they shouldn't be out there if possible. Mm-hmm. So he said he was gonna keep a better track of it. So I don't know.
I thought we had requested guards on our house. Like, whatever happened to that?
There was nobody there when we were there. No guards at all.
Yeah, well, that was the same as when I was there with Freddie and Tom. We appeared there a couple of times and found people rummaging through our stuff. And that's why I brought the gems you guys found in the tower over here, because one of the gems was missing and they were just sitting there in a chest. Anybody could walk off with them.
So
So
you're
I
saying
brought
that we
them.
just need to start beating people with sticks?
Yeah, we need to potentially need to start making examples of people or something, or setting up some nice little traps. But then, of course, if we set up traps, then one of us will probably set it off to great hilarity to Logan.
Yep, I'm sure.
Oh, plus you do have cleaners and stuff that go in there that the city has. So, finding them hanging upside down from a line or something would be hilarious. I just wanted to change the bedding, sir. Please let me down.
Yes.
Well, at this point, though, now that we got people from Alien Takeover,
There's a knock at the door.
we could possibly have some of them be guards for us, since we can't really rely on other people to be guards for us.
Come in.
I don't want to call her matriarch. She's the lady that takes care of things when the twins are gone.
Okay.
She comes in. Her name is Foxy, but she is not fox-headed. She is
Foxy.
yeah.
So she's
Ooh, wrestling and her got a relationship going.
really.
Quite possibly. There's no telling. I can't remember what kind of head she has on her, but it's definitely not a fox. It's something else.
She's never come up before in my presence.
No, there's a lot going on that I don't bother you with. She
That's
says
fine.
I was just stopping in to see if you wanted anything to eat or drink.
I think we're okay at the moment. Thank you. Are you guys okay?
Okay. No.
She peers at you and goes,
Yes, it is I, Joshua McKay.
she doesn't look like she believes you. She goes, all right.
It is.
It is. Now she looks at Fulton and goes, really?
It is.
I'll have the guards come by then. Heads back out.
Ooh, we did talk to the owner of that reminds me. We talked to the landowner of the White Dove, and he wanted to touch base with you guys. I don't know if that message was delivered or not, but he wants to talk to you about something.
There's a lot of tromping coming down the hallway.
And it's all the guards.
You know what happened to the White Dove, right? I'm assuming.
As it got taken over, it's now damaged yet again. Torture chamber in the basement. Pardon?
Yeah, it was Nazis, I think.
Oh, whoever the dictator whoever it was that took over, Gothics and Angeles for a while seemed to have some sort of Gestapo setup going on.
There's a knock at the door.
These were actual. Well, as far as I could tell, they had Nazi symbology. These were like legit Nazis. So
okay, well, it's quite possible that somebody's found old books or something and read up on. Reminds me of the film. What's it? Wizards. Old animated film where somebody finds the old Nazi. I said, come in.
The door opens. For the next 15 minutes, guards rotate through, peering closely at McKay, and Foxy's like, this is now Joshua McKay. And everyone that comes by, and they're like, no. And they all argue.
It is.
It takes a while.
Yeah. It is.
Fulton, they're like, They look at him really close, and they're like, no, it isn't. Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yes.
It's irritating as fuck. But
I will harvest your horn for ivory. It is him. God damn it.
Industrial accident.
They eventually stomp back off after wasting about half an hour of your guys' time. Right. The door is closed.
It's unfortunate Rhino horn isn't ivory.
Well, I don't care. It made him fuck off.
But, however, I think some people believe it can be made into used for an aphrodisiac or some such.
Keeps the yang up.
Oh, fuck. Magic item goes bye-bye. Okay.
No more torques, bitches. What you
Why
got?
not?
Because they were buried in the desert. Anything you bury in the desert, just like if Corey was to take one of his cats or children or something and bury it in the desert, he can no longer be said to possess that.
Oh, sorry. Hang on a second. You've reminded me of something. Let me find my notes of something else.
Do you have any magic items, Chris?
Hold on, I'm looking.
Hmm.
I could do something really dangerous now. That would be amusing.
What you got?
Make it the gem of judgment.
I don't have that anymore.
If he
Shit.
did, that would be a motherfucker there.
Yes, it would.
With all the bullshit that's gone on around that fucking gem. But I did get to close a 15 or 20 year fucking open
there we go.
mission, so good.
Did we actually use it for the right thing this time?
So there was something I don't know if you've been told about. What is your character's name again? Dr. Yang.
Yes, that's me.
Dr. Stephen Yang. Yeah. There was something that myself, Alex, and Freddie encountered in the forest in MMO land. I don't know if anybody's told you about.
Was it a sleeping beauty?
No, it was a grove with three children of Shub-Niggurath, Dark Young of Shub-Niggurath, and it was some sort of druid grove with some annoying spirit, some sort of angry spirit there.
Yeah.
Apparently, it looked like some guy by the name of Corey Nichols. We were told at the time.
I got that breakdown. It's all right.
Yeah, you got that.
No problem. Avoid the forest. Got it.
So, Chris, which item?
I'll get rid of one of my Ovaltine rings. That's fine.
Damn. Damage blast. Okay.
I love how that you have so many magic items that you're like, I don't know, this is I'll just.
Well, no, I don't really have too many. I just have I was looking through all of them to see what I did have left, and most of them are pretty meh.
Yeah.
There are very few really nifty ones out there. But if you get something nice, it's best to protect it with a bunch of meh shit.
Yeah.
Yes, our main source of meh shit seems to have disappeared for the moment.
Dude, I gave you guys over 100 ice torques, but you went and buried them in the desert, so.
It's because people kept using them for evil, not good.
I'm sure that just because they've stolen a few and they seem to be self-replicating, that no harm can come of it.
Yes.
The look on Chris's face.
Yes.
Can't the world just stay safe for 5 goddamn minutes?
No shit.
So, Doc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Doc Fulton,
Yeah.
were you told about what we saw with the wall of fire, with it flickering now, not just pulsing?
Oh yeah. Has no one told you that why don't you tell me what you know about it?
Well, I don't know. It seemed to be the pattern seemed to be pushing the fragments away. Now it's flickering. So I've got no idea if it means that it's going to collapse or it's going to get pushed out further. Or
Yeah. So our pocket dimension is slowly going further and further out. The more people that strengthen the pattern and walk the pattern inside Ghost Wheel, the stronger this pattern becomes. Thus, I am truly the destroyer of worlds because this will start eating into the rest of the universe.
Interesting.
Which is why I've been tasked with going to the Courts of Chaos, learning how to make a Logos to counter this so there can be balance in the universe. Thank you, Random. You can eat my ass.
All right, so then that links to something else I was curious about.
Yeah.
Well, the pattern in amber there is a primal version of it. Is there a primal version of the pattern in Ghostwell? And have you been to it and had a look and see what's going on there?
A primal version? Not that I know of.
Yes, because the one in amber has a primal version.
I'm thinking that primal version might be just another, because there's multiple patterns, because I'm now attuned to 3. So maybe that's just a different one. Maybe that was like one of the first patterns ever made. The primal pattern that you're talking about.
It seemed to be more. The primal pattern in amber was linked to the pattern in the castle, from my vague understanding.
Well,
it was like amber is actually a shadow of where the primal pattern is.
So what I could see is that maybe the primal pattern was the first pattern created. And then the pattern that's in amber was like the refined version.
Okay.
So I'm sure that, and since the universe has kind of been in balance ever since the Great Wars, that a logos there's probably an equally strong logos of each pattern that exists. So right now that I've created a new pattern, there is imbalance.
Yes.
So that's why I need to make a logos to counterbalance the pattern that I created.
Well, how are you going to do that?
Oh, learn how to shapeshift, go to the courts of chaos. Be like, hey, Merlin, teach me some shit, bitch. And then he'll laugh at me. And I'll tell him, yeah, I've been living in your fucking machine. And then he'll be like, holy shit. Shit like that.
Mm-hmm. So, Granddad, that machine you created.
Yeah, Grandpa. My grandpa,
It got us to create a pattern inside it.
Is Merlin accessible?
Who knows?
Let me see. I pull out his card. I try to say hello. No, I don't know.
That'd be fucked up.
I have to go outside the firewall for that one. I could see him being like, "Do you want to come through?" I'm like, "Not a fucking chance, there, Mr. Chaos." Maybe when I learn how to be stable in a chaotic fucking area, maybe then, but not until.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the next season arc.
We need a chaos DOT.
Wow, do you want to learn?
So you have to admit the doors aren't unbalanced.
There's a knock at the door.
Come in.
2 rhino guards come in. He didn't get the fucking memo. So sorry. This is now Joshua McKay. He comes over and goes, "No, he's not." "Yes, he is. He doesn't look like Joshua." And they go through that all, and then finally he gets
toxic waste. Terrible.
All right.
Anyway, what I was saying is the composition of the doors is unbalanced right now as it is. I mean, there's so many people who walk pattern, but not the saying that we have to balance them out, but it's something to consider.
Yes.
Well, what might be happening too is the universe or the pattern could be making ghost versions of ourselves to balance out the universe.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm pretty sure there's ghost versions of us. They don't last very long, but they are out there.
We've encountered several of them.
Okay, so hypothetically, right? And I'm not sure if this is just a degree of deviousness that we don't have to consider, but it wouldn't hurt to have an actual one of us be chaos aligned, and then possibly we could blend in with the shadow copies of us that are chaos aligned, and they may not know the difference. And it could give us an advantage in that we have somebody who can communicate to that side of them and sort of get down what they're doing or what they're working on, or sort of direct them even maybe.
I feel you.
Because they wouldn't even know. They'd think either it was another shadow copy or somebody that's chaos aligned. So what do they care, right? It's on their side. So they might.
But see, the problem though is that if they have any kind of, because some of the powers are detect pattern, analyze pattern. So if they know how to do that too, they would be able to be like, hey, wait a minute, why do you have pattern in you? Why are you infused with pattern?
Unless it was a person who had never walked pattern, right?
True.
Right. A virgin, if you will. That is just Logris aligned and not pattern aligned.
Sure.
It's
I get that.
But the question is, would they be able to, would they be able to learn how to shapeshift, unless they'd already walked the pattern?
A quick side note: since Doc Fulton has had extensive practice at detecting power pattern and stuff, it's only for objects.
Oh, it's not people.
Not at your level. There might be something else.
But analyze pattern did make me, so I was able to see it inside people.
It shouldn't have, but it's possible that I fucked it up.
Good job, Logan.
Right, Logan.
should be a new card. Busted. If Logan makes a mistake, you get 1 victory point or whatever.
No, that'd be way too many victory points coming out.
All right. So
Anyway, so I don't know how readily available it is or what kind of options there are, but it is something to keep in mind that it wouldn't kill us to have somebody on the other end of that spectrum that hasn't walked pattern yet. That can maybe be a bridge or look into that type of stuff freely without having to worry about, being burned alive and all that.
The only problem right now is that I don't know how to just do Logris and not have yourself explode.
yeah, we don't
Like
know
I've
enough
not
about
seen
it.
like just pure like Logris anywhere either. So I
Just
don't know how it would work.
So just containing Logris is not possible?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying I don't know enough yet.
Oh.
Like I don't know how to do one side and not the other since I've only done pattern. And if I teach you, because I can teach people how to shapeshift, but they will have had to already walked pattern.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know anybody that's just done Logris, so I could teach them too because at least they have one of the two major powers underneath them. But I have not encountered anybody that's pure chaos only. And I'm thinking that most people that are at least almost mostly chaos like that are probably a little insane too.
What? Come on.
At least a little bit. Kind of a little bit more like my old self would probably be fitting right in with that. I'm much less like my old self than I used to be.
Well, who would know, or should we wait until the library is reconstructed?
Well, it's the problem is finding somebody that is willing to talk to us about this sort of stuff and share with us further information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the ones that might be able to have, like, that do have the information, like, they just tell it to you in such a cryptic way that you're just like, oh, that's nice. And then you don't know what you know until you find out, and then you just fucking punch the universe. You fly over to England and punch the purveyor of the universe right in the fucking dome.
Or you get somebody who's already there to do it for you when you slip them £5 or something to do so and videotape it.
Yeah.
Free pizza or something.
Yeah, pizza or something. Yeah.
These people are just horrible.
Feed him very hot Pop-Tarts.
And 2-liter Mountain Dew, and we're good. End of DM.
The death sentence.
So much vomit.
I'm very convinced that that's going to be Logan's personal hell. He's just going to wake up, and that's all. Just a small table with Pop-Tarts and Mountain Dew on it.
Gonna keep jamming hot Pop-Tarts down his throat.
Oh, my God.
I think I've eaten enough Pop-Tarts and drank enough dew for one lifetime.
Oh, for one? I think quite possibly way more than one.
You make a point.
All right, so we don't have anyone to talk to here. Is basically
Not that we're aware of.
We're
Nobody-
sad and lonely.
forthcoming.
So if every Dora that we have met that has not been a member of our little group, we've not yet met one that was more real as such.
No.
So
No.
as far as we're aware, we've not seen anybody that has figured out how to escape out of this shadow, pocket shadow, and walk either the Logris or the pattern. We're
Well,
not even
think
too sure
about
if
it,
other
though.
ones could. That's the other thing we don't know. We don't know if part of the reason we feel connected is because we have the blood of Amber and the other Doras don't, or if there's some other factor.
Wait, so
We have
So
magical semen in us is the problem.
Yes.
how do we tell who we're related to?
Well,
I don't know, I
that is
was told.
something. Yeah, so that is something. One of the things I've been wanting to look at, and we have a potential way forward on that.
Dun, dun, dun.
I like that. I like genetics.
Yes. So it'll depend. So we shadow travelled to Cyberpunk World, shadow walked, and we felt that we were pulled to Hong Kong. So I'm wondering whether or not Hong Kong is now like is now the replacement for Night City in regards to.
Man.
So one of the things I
Hey,
wanted to do
what-
is try and see if we could use Clem to get there.
One second. I have 2 full retrieves, man. I never retrieved before.
All right, hold on. Let me discard down.
People
Yeah, I've
have
got to
been
get that
saying
down.
smart shit, so for some
Get rid
reason,
of
cards.
nada.
Yeah, this is the brain trust, Logan. This group here, I love these debriefs where all 3 of us start out the game, and for like the first hour, we fucking actually talk about some real shit.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you that when it takes over an hour
That would
for
have
the
been
players
interesting.
to catch each other up on what's going on, that tells me I'm doing okay.
You keep telling yourself that.
Shut up.
Oh,
man.
Nice.
I remember I used to try to get players to fill out questionnaires and shit, and they were like, "Yeah, I'll give you stuff." Yeah. So
Well, we used to be able to share notes, but then everybody would put it on that fucking spike, and then I stopped taking notes like that.
that fucking spike! Oh my god, I've never seen Chris lose his shit so badly. Ah.
And they just tear it off there. I'm like, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's fucked up. All right.
Oh, they talked about that spike mercilessly.
All right.
Like they didn't jam it in somebody's head.
So one of our problems too that we have, which I'm not sure how to address, is the alien apocalypse place. If we intend to go back and forth there, for people who can't shadow walk or whatever, there really isn't anything to do, right? Because there's no gate that we can easily access there. Clem's is destroyed. There's no.
I thought
It's
they've
really
It's
a
not
fucking
destroyed in
they-
pain.
Alien
I
Apocalypse.
thought they fixed
It
Clem's.
was. You
thought-
fixed it?
That's
thought
how
they
I got
fixed
there.
Clem's. Yeah.
Well,
Um,
it's one way though.
Raslin fixed Clem's. Raslin and Freddy fixed Clem's.
When?
Recently, the last month, 2 months.
Because
Apparently.
last time we went there, it was broken. We had to shadow walk a submarine out of there.
So apparently,
get
apparently Clem's had the barber's pole shoved up him. So
Yes,
it had to
I
be
remember that.
removed,
Yeah.
and then it was not put back into the barber's pole the correct way. Once it was put into the barber's pole the correct way, Clem's restarted.
Oh, it rebuilt itself?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we
Okay.
found it's got to be in. So we've found that there's been times where Clem's have been shut down or damaged. We found sometimes if you reverse it and turn it back the right way, it acts like a bit of a reset.
Okay.
And
Okay, yeah,
Freddie
'cause-
and apparently Freddie did that, and Clem's is up and going again. Whether or not it stayed up and going due to all the shit going down in Alien Apocalypse,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm just wondering if there's another gate there somewhere.
I'm sure there is, but we really haven't, like, now that we don't really need the gates to get back and forth, we've come pretty complacent about caring where the gates are.
Yeah. Well,
It
speak
is,
for
it is,
yourself.
as you say, it is still useful to know. But I
Oh,
suppose,
totally.
but because the issue with shadow walking is that we could appear anywhere anywhere within the borders of the zone.
Right. Right, which is why
Um,
everybody shadow walks to
Burlington, and then
Yeah.
uses claims from Burlington. Yes.
Which is why there's a giant submarine crashed on the dock over there.
Yeah.
Hey man,
Burlington's
I
going to
piloted
slowly
out
become
of
like
the
the
cave.
trash zone.
So what was the go? What was the go with the submarine anyway?
It was that's where the smuggler in the smuggler's cave. There was. Did you get him?
No, it was a mozzie.
In the smuggler's cave, instead of a boat, there was a Russian submarine in there. And
Okay.
it just so happened I had recently read a manual on how to drive a submarine, and so I had a slightly better than base chance of driving the submarine, which I successfully did on my first try. Woohoo! And I was able to pilot it out of there, and then it was up to Rasslin and Shadow walk us the rest of the way out, which it took some concentration, but he was able to make it. But I mean, it was a fully loaded Russian submarine. All the people on it were dead, so I don't know exactly.
So we're talking. There's a nuclear submarine with possible nukes on board sitting in Burlington.
No, I don't think it's nukes. I think it's more World War II era ish, not
So-
modern-ish. So it's diesel, I believe, would be those ones.
Okay,
Diesel
so
engines.
that's good. So it's not a 21st century Russian submarine
No, not that. Not that.
or
advanced.
late 20th century.
Yeah.
Good. Because I hate to think there's a sub just sitting there, a nuclear.
Yeah.
We want
No.
your nuclear vessels.
No. I mean, it's still. I mean, it has torpedoes. Whether they work or not, I don't know.
Torpedoes are a
We
lot
were
better
thinking
than.
about firing the torpedoes at Buckethead, but then decided not to because we were more
Torpedoes are a lot
concerned
better
about
than
watching.
some Polaris missiles or something else equally nasty sitting there.
That would be fun, but unfortunately, no.
Yes.
Ooh, I don't know if they told you not. While the White Dove place is in total wreck, it does have 2 flying cars parked there, still undamaged, and a ton of motor vehicles as well.
Okay. As well as Groundcraft.
Yeah. So the Groundcraft has Nazi symbology on it, which is usually fixable, but the 2 flying cars are intact, which I understand is a good thing, but we weren't able to do anything.
They're worth
with
quite a
them,
bit of money. All right. Well, Mike Hunt wants to talk to us about it, so assumably, potentially, as long as he
Yes.
says, "Oh, by the way, can you help us deal with the zombie apocalypse?"
I don't know. He's under heavy guard, though. He has a lot of guards around him.
Yeah, he was probably a bit concerned about his life with the whole stuff going down there.
But like I
all
said,
right.
everything seemed very stable last time I was there.
Okay. So how about we go and talk to? Actually, no, I want to do that just to work it out. I would like to try Clems to see if we can get to Cyberpunk Hong Kong just to get it out the way, and then come back here or go wherever straight from there, but just to see whether or not we can get there. And then how about we then go to Gothic San Angeles, go have a chat to Mr. Hunt to see what he wants. And then depending on the outcome of that conversation, we could then work out what we do from there. Whether or not we then potentially go back to Hong Kong if we can get there and kickstart some DNA testing and genetic testing.
While we're in
see what that
Gothic, I
goes.
can introduce you
Yeah.
to the guy restoring the painting and all that.
Okay.
So you can see the operation. Just for your records, you know.
So we know where it is.
Yeah.
That would be probably
the
useful to
librarians
know.
there.
What are your thoughts, Doc? Or did you have some other things you wanted to deal with?
Honestly, right now, I'm good to go with whatever we want to do.
Okay. And you, Steve?
No, I think that's fine. That's at least the beginnings of a plan. We'll see what kind of fucked up shit happens to us.
Yeah, exactly. See how many
Roll into it.
distractions get thrown at us on the way there.
Yeah.
All right. So, well, let's get some decent clothes on if we're going to go speak to Mr. Hunt. Logan, the other thing I want to check is when I last visited the knife maker, I had commissioned them to make knives for Melwicks, blades with emblems on them, as well as further master crafted knives.
Yes.
And I gave them my remaining dragon hide so that if they made any master crafted knives, to use the dragon hide for the hilt and then send them on to the embassy. So the question is there any mastercraft cookeries in the embassy currently?
Let's see. How many cookeries did you commission him to make?
Oh, it was basically. Let me check. I had enough for 4 more. I had 4 more dragon hide for weapon handles. So, it was never specified how many. It was basically they were to try and make more, so that was basically spares if I ever lost one.
Let's see. Let's try 4 and see what happens.
All right.
No master crafted shit, but
Yep, that's right.
couple decent cookeries in there for sure.
Yep, that's right.
But you've got 4 spare cookeries, and no dragon hide came back yet.
Yep.
But you've got 4 spare cookeries, and they also have the daggers with the strangely large pommel that has all the stuff on it and everything.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, because that was part of it, to make sure we had knives for Melwicks if we went back to Melwicks, so it would blend in before everything went to shit in Melwicks. All right.
Maybe I can get finally a Japanese style sword from Hong Kong.
Dun, 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 dun,
It's
dun.
specialty, but of course you can't find them anywhere. So
Yeah, well, it's Cyberpunk Hong Kong, so
Or you can get a
definitely.
gang.
you can get a little, the electric one or whatever it is.
Yeah.
No, I've seen those too. And I got this stupid English longsword. I don't know. Fucking chop chop.
Yes, however, it works everywhere.
That's true.
Yeah,
So I carry it with me. So annoying
All
as
right.
it is.
Oh yeah. Well, you personally know from experience just how annoying wearing a sword all the fucking time is.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah. It
Not,
is.
not as big a
What the
pain in
fuck
the
do
ass
I
as
do
a
with this?
shield, but yeah. It's like, do you have any stools for me to sit on
I
instead?
can only imagine like what a real tavern it was like. Like just based on my experience, like weapons everywhere, just like on the tables, sitting
Tripping
on the
hazard.
chairs.
Tripping hazard constantly.
Poor people having to deliver food and then a trip. Oh God, Jesus! Good times.
I gotta say, one of my favorite gags that I did to Scott was when he was falling down the stairs. And it's like, oh, Lordy, I'm falling down the stairs. Oh, Lordy, I'm still falling down the stairs. And Scott's like, how damn long are these stairs? He's like, oh, Lordy, I'm halfway down.
It's like the
He's like, what the
Bill and Ted falling gimmick.
Mhm.
Dude, how long have we been falling? Half an hour? I'm happy to say there's going to be a third one. Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
It's the
It is
back
amazing.
to the well money grab. Yes, I love it.
I don't care. Makes
Hey,
me happy inside.
Hopefully
Right.
He's doing pretty well with his John Wick movies, so
Mhm.
I don't think he needs it for a money grab.
Why now are the best examples of gun fu coming out now?
Right.
Like, why couldn't this have been 20 years ago? We were in Logan's. Like, Logan, that's what we want. Right there. Guns and jujitsu married together.
Equilibrium was the only one.
Exactly
Right.
right, Equilibrium.
One of my favorites. Anyway,
That was
Anyway.
I mean, besides there was some Asian films and stuff, but Equilibrium was the the biggest Western one version of it that I can recall.
That was bad.
The identification papers for Gothic, what do they have on them to say that this person is the person the papers belong to?
Are you asking me or them?
You, because you've never actually told us what they look like. You just said, here's
You've
200,
got some very
we fork over
old,
200 silver, here's the
Right.
papers.
you have some very old ones that were pre-Nazi.
Yes.
It's pretty much just like this paper identifies the holder as,
Beautiful.
Yeah,
That'll do for now.
so they did say there's citizens and then there's, I guess, just people. And you don't have to be a citizen necessarily, but you do to do certain things. That seem
Okay,
to
so
be
they
politically oriented things like voting and that kind of thing.
Okay.
And if you join the military for 2 years, you automatically become a citizen, or 2 years, or however long they may need your service. Open-ended. So, yeah, you automatically become a citizen. But
was this after the evil overlord was overthrown?
yes,
Or is this during the evil overlord's?
this is after the post-evil overlord.
Okay.
Service guarantees citizenship? What?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
At least that was the super big announcement when we were there. It was a new thing.
I see.
Chris loses a bit more sand and wants to punch.
We
Logan.
need you to fight the bugs.
Right?
Yeah. Yep.
A good bug is a dead bug.
Mm-hmm.
Those
That makes
bastards.
sense with the hydrotrox.
Somebody watching this right now is just scratching their head going, what the fuck?
Anybody that's younger
That's
knows
Freddy.
that.
Freddy every time.
Freddy. Oh,
Every
yeah.
single
Poor
time.
Alex.
He
Poor
thinks
Alex
I'm the
keep
most
all these.
creative person in the universe, and he's recently discovered that it's not happening.
No, it's all old pop culture references. He just
Yeah.
goes over his head.
Yeah. Yeah. Or old gaming references that also
Mhm.
go over.
Right?
All right, let's go. Mike Hunt.
All right. We go to clams.
All right, I'll follow you guys. I'm going to run to the bathroom. I'll be back.
Right, you guys go over to Clem's, and Clem's like, howdy, what can I do you for?
Shave, please.
Hot towel?
Yes, thank you.
Where are you going back to?
Cyberpunk Hong Kong.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Bummer. I was hoping that would work, but it obviously doesn't. So next place, Gothic San Angeles.
Them as well?
Yes.
Hot towels are applied, and when they are taken off, you are elsewhere.
Mhm.
Oh, the magic. Oh, the mystery. Right. You guys get there, and it looks like shit's changed to the point where Logan even has new pictures for you.
Oh, goody.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let's see. Gothic. Nope.
Gothic.
Where's-
How long has it been, Logan? I missed it. Or have we posted, like, how long it's been?
The boards, people have been posting how long time has passed, but that's
Mhm.
but trying to work out how long that is since you last played is the tricky bit.
Mm-hmm. I do have on the boards like how many days left till the library restoration roll can be attempted.
Oh, yeah, that's what I need to see.
Yeah.
That'll help.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. You guys need right. It appears that they've got whole new stuff going on there. There's new. You can see the various kinds of vehicles. It's like a mix of very old and very new. They've got like the cyberpunk Mad Max type vehicles and such. They also have horse-drawn street cars. They have stagecoaches. They have single-person like little dune buggy things going around. Everything. Well, okay. The horses are normally shitting and stuff as they are wont to do, but all the magic or magitech vehicles and stuff always have that white fog stuff coming out the back. Doesn't smell bad. It's less bad than what's it called, smog and shit like that, but it's still pretty fucking thick in the air. You notice also that the new flag that they've got there, the guards are now wearing helmets that look like this and uniforms that look like that.
Okay.
And you guys are heading in the direction of Mike Hunt's place straight
Yes.
away, or
No.
no?
Well, pretty. I just want to go via just past the White Dove just to see what it looks like on the outside, as I haven't seen it for a while.
It looks like it's in shambles and stuff. It's been taped off and whatnot. On one side of it are a lot of posters. Service guarantees citizenship. There's you guys also pass soldiers with guns whining loudly, like pointing them at it looks like some street punks or whatever. They're searching a local gang for weapons and arresting them.